Hey guys, Coach Life here again with some more 7 Days to Die, and today just giving my first thoughts on Alpha 19. Um, as you can see, I've just started setting up my base. It's day 3, evening. The graphics they look different on the recording to how they look here. They look a little bit darker and more vibrant on the video, but they're still a little bit lighter in colour on my screen. But hey, overall, I think the game looks pretty damn gorgeous. It's not bad at all. They've done some fantastic work graphically, and it does look very pretty. Yeah, I know it's day 3, and I'm already on my mini bike. So they have stifled progression quite a bit, and I have to say the first 3 days for me were pretty painful. Running around, well, not running around because stamina and everything else is much worse, and constant injuries due to waiting for a blooming blunderbuss to reload is a bit of a pain in the butt, but. One of the things I don't like about games is people dictating how they want you to play it. People get different things out of a game, and that make it enjoyable. And for me, I don't like the fact that you running around looting all your usual places and working stiff tools crates are full of stone tools. That's just not realistic. If you want to hide behind game stage to stop people getting certain, I don't think I should be struggling to find a pickaxe, and have to resort to making them to be able to mine some materials properly. It's a bit rubbish, to be honest, in my opinion. But well, it is what it is. They've made the decision, and that's what it is. I think it needs a bit of balancing. It certainly it doesn't feel quite right in terms of balance in certain aspects. I'm all for making a game more difficult, and most people do that by turning up the difficulty. But there's a lot of people who don't want to turn up the difficulty. There's a lot of people who want to play on adventurer and steamroll through it on easy, and just enjoy it. And I think what they've done is make it less enjoyable for those type of people. By making, just working with all this for days and days and days, and just throwing blunderbuss ammo and arrows at zombies is not going to be fun for some people, I think. And I think that detracts from all the great stuff that's gone in. The injuries, well, if you once you get some of the injuries, the only option is to die. You just, because it will slow you down for so long, and you can't really do anything about it. Running zombie there. Actually, it's 25 past 10, so yeah, little zombie horde there. Are they coming over here? Or are they just going to ignore me? I think they're just going to ignore me. Yeah, that's good, because I'd probably get annihilated from that. So this is the thing. I like to go out at night. I like to take a few risks going into POIs and raiding them at night. I'm just not doing that at the moment. I'm just sitting in my base just overnight, not doing anything. I did go out one night, and I think I killed 5 wolves in one night. So I was good for meat, but it just wasn't enjoyable like it was. I didn't feel like I could go in the POIs and just have fun. It just felt like a grind. So yeah. I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think, like, you know, they want to stop you getting certain things, but if you spec the way you want, then you know you can still get certain things. But it's just more of a struggle now. My first playthrough, I was on day 4, and I abandoned it because I hadn't got anywhere. It just wasn't enjoyable for me. So I started this one, and I've kind of enjoyed it a little bit more, but it's certainly not as much fun as the game was last time round. So yeah, I think. Well, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how the balancing goes on experimental. In terms of the actual stability itself, there's still a lot of bugs. There is a lot of bugs. I've been, you know, collecting chrysanthemum, and you know, you collect it, but the plant stays there. Indestructible doors that won't disappear once, you know, the zombies are supposed to break out of, and they're, you know, in the cupboards and things. There's some of the POIs, there's just cupboards, the doors won't break, and the zombies get stuck behind there. I ended up hacking through a wall just to open up the cupboard so I could kill a zombie inside for a clear quest. So I mean, that's okay. That's experimental. It's, you know, there's a few bugs to fix, but you know, just beware of that if you're you know, setting up now. There's likely to be more updates over the coming days to improve that. What they'll do about the balance, I've got no idea. Whether they'll improve it will remain to be seen. I think, you know, there's the modders are going to have a field day with some of the aspects of it. I think modding stuff out and coming up with solutions to the various you know, stupid things. I mean, you know, you take a couple of injury, you get cornered by some zombies because you're waiting for a blunderbuss to reload, and then, you know, the next thing you know, you've got, you know, 40% health, and that 40% health relates to 40% stamina, and you literally, well, what do? Do I just crawl around for the next 2 hours? And you know, you've got to carry all these different cures, you know, vitamins for this and bandages for that and all the rest of it. So you've got to carry those with you, and you've still got this same crappy inventory. You know, that, you know, you just can't do that. I mean, I'm constantly looking to put drop crates down full of stuff and run backwards and forwards to collect stuff. Joel said, you know, oh, well, it's due to technical limitations that they haven't expanded the rucksack. Honestly, that's BS. I mean, if the modders can do it, then they can do it. They want it to be a small inventory, and have you struggle with it, and make choices as to what you loot. So yeah, that's what you're stuck with. But I mean, that's going to be the first mod I install is when it's when they're available is to increase the size of the inventory, because I don't like, you know, leaving drop crates everywhere full of gear and running backwards and forwards. It just drags things out. It doesn't make it more difficult, it drags it out. So yeah, there you go. So things I'm happy with: graphics, amazing. Yeah, I mean, the work that's been done on the graphics, I mean, that metal there just looks gorgeous. The lighting, absolutely brilliant. I think it looks absolutely stunning. It feels, the lighting just feels more natural now. It really is quite brilliant. The changes to the storage chests, making them smaller in favour of these ones, yeah, 100% agree. I always wondered why, these ones with the same size as these, when they use less materials and are easier to make. And yeah, I think it's right that these ones are bigger, and I quite like the idea of having a large one and a small one like that. Having the small ones on the wall and the big ones as your main storage. I think that's pretty cool. So that's absolutely great. I think the changes, the new POIs. Well, I've only actually found one genuinely new POI so far, and that was the electronics store. Looks amazing. The shelves that you can loot. The work that's been done on those graphics is absolutely fantastic. A lot of effort has gone into that, and the game is not just a graphical update, but that is the biggest positive, I think, is the changes to the graphics, and the new POIs. There's just been an amazing amount of work in that. I've been looking around on the random worlds, and a lot of the old POIs still there, and still had a bit of a zombies have been eating into that somewhat. I don't know what went on there. So yeah, all of those look good. The food changes. Well, the food, you can see your bars down here. At the moment, I've just found myself constantly hungry, so I'm constantly shoving food down my neck, and food seems a lot more scarce. And again, the crates and things are a little bizarre. Going into a sealed food crate and getting polymers out, or going into a sealed medical crate and getting gunpowder, those sort of things are a little bit weird, and it is a little frustrating trying to get enough food just to see you through the day. And I find myself going, oh right, okay, I'm out of food again, I'll need to go, just go and struggle for that. I suppose to a certain degree that is realistic. You would struggle to find food in the apocalypse, I guess. But it just seems to go, too far again in terms of how many calories you consume while you're playing. I did read that they got rid of dysentery on boiled water, but it does seem to be still there. So I'm guessing that's still in the background. Actually, while I'm here, I'm just going to make myself some boiled meat. Got some zombie activity out there. I think, oh no, I can't make boiled meat, can I? Because I haven't unlocked it yet on this on this one. Yep, here we go. We've got some zombies sneaking in. Yeah. Oh, did you fall down? Oh, never mind. So this is going to be my base and my horde base, because obviously I found it, and it is one that I've used in the past. Yeah. And this change to the aiming is just so rubbish. So that used to stay in zoom mode, and now you've got to constantly release and repress the button 2. So I'm not a big fan of that. This blunderbuss is so flipping loud. Right. Yeah. it used to have a toggle, which is there still, but on the bow it just doesn't seem to work right. So you'll toggle it into zoom mode. You'll fire an arrow, and then when it reloads, it comes out again. So you've got to go back in again. Now, I know a lot of people will like that, but it only seems to be on the bow. Yeah, the other weapons seem to do it in, or on my other playthrough, I've got AK-47, a pistol, and lots of other bits, and that seems to work differently. So I don't know. Again, maybe it might just be a bug in that particular weapon. So what are you going to find when you're running around? What's my game stage at the moment? It's probably about 10 or something like that. Yeah, game stage 9. So at this stage, all you're going to be finding everywhere is stone tools, stone spheres, and they're gradually going to ramp up in value. You'll get a level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, and the same with the blunderbusses. You will occasionally find a toilet pistol. You can still buy decent weapons from the trader. So I got my AK-47 by buying it from a trader after selling a load of junk that I'd picked up along the way. So you can still get decent weapons. It's just more of a pain. I think that's the changes. I mean, it'd be nice if the trader quests gave you the option of something that you really need at the moment. Like one of the options would be a pile of decent food, rather than scrap armor and crap like that. That you're just going to end up selling back to them. That would be a definite improvement, I think, because with the changes they've made to the food consumption, that is one of the big struggles. So yeah, that would be a positive change in my opinion. What else? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm the jury's out as far as I'm concerned. Overall, there's a hell of a lot of positives, and there's a couple of negatives, but it's only experimental. There's more to come yet. There'll be more balancing taking place over the coming weeks, and a lot more bug fixes. So yeah, we'll wait and see. As I say, graphically, definitely heading in the right direction. Gameplay, I'm not so sure. I think it's going to annoy a lot of players. So yeah, and it's going to be interesting on mods like Darkness Falls how these changes interact with the difficulty level on those. Darkness Falls is already I don't want to say difficult, I want to say a struggle. If you die on that, then you've got perma penalties, to your health and stuff. And if you listen to a lot of the YouTubers, they've been saying, well, you get this, and you might as well just kill yourself. So how is that going to interact with those kind of mods? It's going to be interesting. I think it's going to make mods like Darkness Falls significantly more difficult. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see. Anyway, I've blathered on for long enough now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What you agree with, what you disagree with, and I'll see you again soon. I'm hoping to do a collaboration tonight with another YouTuber, Rabid Aries. If you haven't checked out his channel, check it out. He's fantastic. He's a very, very funny guy. Does some very amusing videos on different survival games, including 7 Days to Die and Where's UK Mod. So yeah. Anyway, take it easy. Keep yourselves safe, guys, and I will see you again soon. Coach Life out.